November 3rd has come and gone as expected. We still don't know all the election results. I'm Ariane Till with Verify. And guys, there's a lot of questions out there about vote counting and electors, so let's get right into it. Both candidates have spoken and both are feeling good. Biden says that he sees a path to victory once all the votes are counted.
I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election.
Trump pretty much claimed victory and prematurely tweeted that he has won in several states where there are actually still many votes left to count. He's also made allegations of voter fraud.
We want all voting to stop. We don't want them to find any ballots at 4 o'clock in the morning and add them to the list.
Okay, so the president was focused here on voting in battleground states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, implying that people were still voting there. But by 3 a.m. Eastern time, which is the time when Trump gave that speech, all polls in those states were closed. So we can mark this claim as false. Nobody was voting in those states at that time. So while voting in the election is over, counting is not. But wait, can votes still be counted after Election Day? Well, we can verify that yes, some states allow mail-in and absentee ballots to be counted after Election Day. Our sources? The Constitution and state laws. The Constitution gives states control over how they handle elections. Some states like Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, well, they decided they won't allow absentee ballots to be counted before Election Day. That's just how it is. And that's just one of the reasons why it's taken so long to tally the votes in these crucial battlegrounds. There are also those provisional ballots. Remember, those occur when a voter has an issue with eligibility on the day of the election. They're still allowed to cast a provisional ballot, which is set aside and later rejected or verified by elections officials. So it's no surprise that these states needed a little bit of extra time to finalize everything. We expected this, and it has nothing to do with fraudulent activity. All right, next claim. The president tweeted this the day after the election. Last night I was leading, often solidly, in many key states, in almost all instances Democrat-run and controlled. Then, one by one, they started to magically disappear as surprise ballot dumps were counted. Very strange, and the pollsters got it completely and historically wrong. So is there anything strange going on with vote counting? The answer is no. There's nothing surprising or strange about what's going on right now. There are no secret ballots being dumped despite this other tweet from the president. As we just said, Wisconsin and Michigan couldn't start counting the record-breaking number of mail-in absentee ballots before Tuesday. The states knew this, and they knew it would take time. The Secretary of State for Michigan said this before the election. We are on track to see double the number of absentee ballots, just over 3 million submitted before 8 p.m. tomorrow. Based on basic math, we should expect it would take no more than 80 hours to count those ballots, which would take us through Friday. Back to Trump's speech last night.
We want the law to be used in a proper manner. So we'll be going to the U.S. Supreme Court.
So can the president ask the Supreme Court to step in? We can verify, yes, he can. A case would have to originate in the lower court and then make its way up to the Supreme Court. Now, how Trump might get a case to the court, well, that could vary. His campaign says that it has filed lawsuits in several swing states and wants a recount in Wisconsin, which could lay the groundwork to contest these outcomes. Now, the campaign is also asking the Supreme Court to intervene in a Pennsylvania case, and that one deals with whether ballots received up to 3 days after the election can still be counted. Bottom line, guys, a lot is going on. Okay, so as these votes come in, you're probably hearing a lot about a path to 270. That means 270 electors, and it's referencing the Electoral College. And honestly, it's kind of confusing. So let's review how it works. Each state is assigned a number of votes in the Electoral College that corresponds to its number of congressional seats. There's a total of 538 that are up for grabs, and the winning candidate must win at least 270 of them. When you vote, you're technically voting for an elector representing that party, not Biden or Trump. Those electors, who are real people, then vote for their designated candidate. So hold up. You're voting for an elector, not a candidate, so you probably want to know, does your vote still really matter? And we can verify that yes, it absolutely does. The margin in the 2016 presidential race, guys, it was razor thin. We're talking less than 2%. So every single vote matters, especially in those battleground states. Whew, that was a lot. I know. If you have any questions, all you have to do is text them to us at 703-873-6603. And do me a favor, click that subscribe button so you can keep up with all of our episodes. Oh yeah, and you can follow me on Instagram at Ariane Daytil. See you later.